Hello everyone. Today's topic is large numbers, part of chapter 1 of class sets mathematics. And this is Vinay from abhyasu.com. Let's first start with revising what is an expanded form. We saw revision of place value and face value earlier. Expanded form is basically just simply displays the place value of each digit. Start with a smaller number. 1234 can also be written as 1 into 1000 plus 2 multiplied by 100 plus 3 multiplied by 10 plus 4. Just showing place value of each of the digits and adding them. That's the expanded form. Now let's look at a larger number. 12 crore 34 lakh 56,789. What is that? Its expanded form is going to be 1 multiplied by 10 crore plus 2 multiplied by 1 crore plus 3 multiplied by 10 lakh plus 4 multiplied by 1 lakh plus 5 multiplied by 10,000 plus 6 multiplied by 1000 plus 7 multiplied by 100 plus 8 multiplied by 10 plus 9. So that's going to be the expanded form of this number. Just simply list the place value of each digit and addition of that, right? So that shows the expanded form. The next number 23 crore. Simply it's going to be 2 multiplied by 10 crore plus 3 multiplied by 1 crore because there are zeros everywhere else. Quick revision of Indian and international system. So the main difference between the two systems is how do we place commas. In the Indian system, the commas are last 3 digits and every 2 digits after that. While in the international system, the commas are last 3 digits as well as every 3 digits after that. That's the main difference. And then the periods are called different, right? Like, so there is crores and lakhs in Indian system, while there is millions and hundred thousands in the international system. So this number, as we saw a bit earlier, it's going to be 12 crore 34 lakh 56,789 in the Indian system. The same number in the international system, because of different commas and because of different terminologies, it's going to be 123,456,789. So that's the difference. A few useful tips. 1 lakh is same as 100,000. So in this case, the lakh place is here at 4 and the number over here is 100,000. So 1 lakh is 100,000. 10 lakh, the next place is 1 million. So 3 is going to be 10 lakh, like we say 34 lakh while saying this number, while 3 is millions place in this number, right? So 10 lakh is 1 million. 1 crore, the next place is going to be 10 million, as well as 10 crore is going to be 100 million. That's why this was 12 crore, right? While this was 123 million. So these are a few quick things to remember. Again, 1 lakh is 100,000, 10 lakh is 1 million, 1 crore is 10 million, and 10 crore is 100 million. Quick reminder before moving ahead, subscribe to this channel, ask us questions in comments or on our website abhyasu.com, as well as join us live at 6 p.m. Monday to Friday for 6th class mathematics. Let's look at how do we do the other way around. You are given a number name and you want to write a number. 29 crore 37 lakh 202. The way we do that is we just keep on writing the number as we read it, giving commas at appropriate places, and putting zeros for the things that are not mentioned. For example, this is going to be 29 crore. So 29 comma, right? That would be the crore place. 37 lakh. So 37 comma, that will be the lakh and 10 lakh place. And 202. So no thousands or 10,000s mentioned. So 00 and 202. So that would be this particular number. Let's look at another example. 89 lakh 27,789. 89 lakh, so 89 comma here, 27,000, that's the thousands place, so 27 after that, so 89 comma 27, and 789 comma 789, so that becomes this particular number. Let's look at the next example. 383,002,000. This is now in the international system. So 383 comma and 2000. So 0 in the hundreds thousand place and 0 in the 10,000 place. So both of these will be 0 and 2000. So then there will be 2000. So 00 2000. So 383 comma 002 comma 000. 12,387,002. 12 comma millions and 10 millions place. 387,000. So 387 comma and just 2. So no hundreds, no tens. So 002. Right. So we just simply read the number, keep on writing the number, keep on writing the corresponding digits, as well as we place zeros wherever there is no mention of that particular place. Let's look at how large numbers appear to us in practice. For that, we'll look at some of the units, right? So there is units of distance, which will be millimeter, centimeter, meter, and kilometer. We have seen some of this in practice. When you are going on highway, you will see some of the names of the cities mentioned and their distance, like New Delhi 500 kilometer, Bombay 800 kilometer, etc. You have a ruler that you use, which is which is there in your compass box, and it has markings such as millimeters and centimeters. It also has inches, although we are not going to study inches today, but it has millimeters as well as centimeters clearly marked over there. There are also short forms used for this for these particular units. Mm is millimeter, cm is centimeter, m is meter, as well as km is kilometer. So these are the short forms you'll see. Also, just a quick note on the spelling. METRE is a spelling of meter, as well as in American English it's spelled as METER. Generally both are considered valid, and we'll be using both somewhat interchangeably. In British English it will be METRE, while in American English it's METER. 1 cm is 10 mm, that is 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter. You can also see in your ruler, right? If you count 10 millimeters, which are these small markings, you will get 1 centimeter, which are these large markings over here. 1 meter is 1000 millimeter, which will also be same as, because it's 1000 millimeter, which will be also be same as 100 centimeter. So 1 meter is 1000 millimeter or 100 centimeter, and 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. So how many millimeters make a kilometer? Again, kilo means 1000 meters, millimeter, 1000 millimeters make 1 meter, right? So 1 kilometer is 1000 meter, while 1 meter itself is 1000 millimeter. So in order to get what is 1 kilometer, we have to multiply the two, right? 1000 meters into each meter is 1000 millimeter. So we multiply the two and we get 1 kilometer as 10 lakh millimeter or 1 million millimeter, right? Depending on the number system you are using. So in the Indian system, as we saw, it will be 10 lakh millimeter, while the international system, it will be 1 million millimeter. So the number of millimeters in a kilometer is going to be 10 lakh, or this number here. Let's look at how do we measure volume. We measure volume by milliliter or liter, right? So 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. If you look at the milk packet that you get at your home, there will be typically content written over there in milliliter or 1 liter, something like that. This particular packet has 500 ml, that's milliliter. Then if you look at your water buckets, right, they are typically measured in liters. So they may have some markings, although typically they don't, but some do. So there will be some liters marking in the buckets. Now let's look at how do we measure weight. So we looked at distance, we looked at volume, now let's look at weight. Weight is measured in milligrams, grams or kilograms. Again, similar to what we had seen earlier, 1 gram is 1000 milligram and 1 kilogram is 1000 gram. On the rice packet, right, you will typically see markings in kilograms, like 1 kilogram, 5 kilogram, 10 kilogram, etc. On medicines, they have very small amount of medicine, so you will see markings typically in milligrams. Like in this particular case, it's 200 milligram. How many milligrams make a kilogram? In a kilogram, how many milligrams are there? This would again be a similar calculation as we did earlier. 1 kilogram is 1000 gram, as well as 1 gram is 1000 milligram. So 1 kilogram is equal to going to be multiplication of the two, which will be 10 lakh milligram or 1 million milligram. Let's look at a few problems, and we are going to cover more problems in one of the next uh, sessions on this topic, but let's look at couple problems today. The first problem is bus journey. Let's say that you are traveling in a bus which goes from point A to B to C to D to E to F to G and back to A. And these are the distances across each or between each of the 2 points. The bus is traveling at the speed of 60 km per hour. Find the total distance traveled during the journey and the total time taken. So we have to find the total distance traveled, how much distance the bus travels across this route, as well as what is the total time that it takes. So total distance traveled will simply be addition of each of these segments along the route. A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, F to G and G to A. So it will be addition of each of these numbers like 4170 plus 3410 plus 2160 and so on. You should pause the video and do the addition yourself, uh, as well as like check your answer. Once you do that, you will realize that this particular number is 26850 kilometer. If you add each of these numbers, the answer comes out to be 26850 kilometer. So the bus traveled a total distance of 26,850 kilometer. Like in order to make it easy to read, we can give a comma as well. Total time taken is total distance traveled divided by speed of the bus. Total distance traveled is 26850 kilometer. The speed of the bus is 60 kilometers per hour. So let's divide the two, which is same as 2685 divided by 6, right? You cancel out the zeros from each side. The answer is going to be the same as 2685 divided by 6. If you do the division, the answer is going to be 347 hours 30 minutes. So the total time taken is 347 hours 30 minutes, or 347 hours and half an hour. Let's look at the next problem. Medicine boxes. Medicine is packed in boxes, each weighing 4 kg 500 gram. How many such boxes can be loaded in a van which cannot carry beyond 800 kg? So we are loading medicine in these boxes, and how many boxes can be carried in this particular van? So the key insight here is we should convert each of these in grams. That would be easier to compute after we do this conversion. So weight of each box, when we convert to grams, it's going to be 4500 grams, because it's 4 kg 500 g, that means 4500 grams. And capacity of van is 800 kilograms, that means we add like 3 more zeros after 800, that means 8 lakh grams. Now let's do the division. If you do the division here, you can see that 8 lakh divided by 4500 will be number of boxes. Remove 2 zeros from each side, it will be 8000 divided by 45, which will be 177. We are ignoring any remainder of the division here because the fractional box cannot be loaded. So 177 such boxes can be loaded in the van. We are going to look at more such problems along with their computations, which will give you more practice. In the meantime, keep on joining us live 6 p.m. every day, and subscribe to this channel, as well as ask us any questions in comments. See you tomorrow, and keep on studying. Have fun. Bye bye.